What's up, everybody? This one's called One Thing Right by Marshmello and Kane Brown. This is going to be a simple 4-chord version, and you're going to need a capo, and that's going to go on your 4th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, and at the end we'll have a little play along so you can work on increasing your speed slowly with making this sound like the recording so that you can play along with it. So I'll see you back at the end for that. So let's have a close-up look at the chords. The first chord is an A minor shape. So we're going to put our first finger on the 1st fret of the B string, which is the 2nd smallest string. The second finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and our 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And we're going to strum either 5 strings or 6 strings, and both of those will work. Then we're going to, preferably the 5 though, because that's where your A is, on that 5th string. Then we're going to move to an F chord, but we're going to make this a real simple F chord. So you're going to put your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the B, your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the G, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the D. And you're just going to strum those 3 strings. Now if you accidentally strum more, that's okay. It kind of sounds cool, gives it a little jazzy flavor, but it's not as tight and pop song sounding, which is what makes this song sound so cool. So the next chord is a C chord, which looks like an F chord, but you just got these 2 fingers that moved over. So your 1st finger's on the 1st fret of the B string still, but now your 2nd finger is on the 2nd fret of the D, and your 3rd finger is on the 3rd fret of the A. And you're just strumming 5 strings there. And the last chord is a G. And so if you want, you can just move these 2 fingers over to here, and you can play the biggest 4 strings. So your 2nd finger will be on the 2nd fret of the A, and your 3rd finger will be on the 3rd fret of the E. And so you would strum those 5 strings. And if you accidentally strum this high one, that's not going to be terrible either. But another thing that you can do is you can put your 4th finger or your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the high E string, and that's going to give you an official G chord sound. Now you can also not play it with these 3. You can use these 3 if that's easier for you, to use your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the A, your 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the big E, and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the little e, and that's the same as this. The advantage of using your 2nd and 3rd fingers is that when you go from the F to the C to the G, you can see that those fingers are staying in the same shape or arrangement, and just moving a string over. And that's kind of a good thing to practice. So if you wanted to get better at playing this with just these 2 fingers in the same shape, you would just do this, and then this, and then this. And now those first 2 kind of sound funky, but it's a really good way to practice these chords to get used to using these 2 fingers in that shape. So let's talk about the strumming pattern. The easiest way, I think, to do this is to think about 3 sets of 2 downs. What do I mean by that? But 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's just a way to get yourself started, but the actual way that this happens, if you hear the tempo, or hear a beat, or feel the beat, the pulse of the song, it's more like Another fun way to play this would be to add the bass note for the first of each set. So and if you want to get even fancier, you can stop the second chord. And I'm just doing that by landing the palm onto the strings. And if you want to get even fancier, you can do that with just your fingers. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for joining me on this lesson today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to know more about me or what I do, you can go to mrmarshallmusic.com /Mr. Marshall Music and check it out. I teach lessons online and here on YouTube. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.